everybody, this is the Victor and here is my hotel here in San Cristobal. Now, when it comes to the best movies about legal wrangling and courtroom dramas, on the Mount Rushmore of those types of movies is A Few Good Men, Judgment at Nuremberg, Anatomy of a Murder, and best of them all, 12 Angry Men. Why is that the case? That's what I'm gonna find out today. This is my review of 12 Angry Men. So a young man is accused of having murdered his father, and if he is found guilty, he will probably get the death penalty. And 12 men, we never get to find out their actual names. They're only identified as their juror number. And they are, deliberating about what to do about this particular case. They argue that swift justice is the right justice, and they all agree that the boy is guilty, and we can wrap this up. And also some of them have Yankee tickets and doesn't want to miss the ball game. However, there is one man who argues against them, juror number 8, played by Henry Fonda, who says that I don't know whether or not the boy is guilty or not, and I have no stake in this, but I think that because we're talking about a man's life here, we should at least discuss it a little bit. So he says not guilty, and then the movie starts to absolutely work its magic. Now, one of the key elements to why this works is that this movie is entirely based in this room. We never get to see virtually anything else of the outside world. We don't know anything about the case. We get to see the accused, Boy for Joe, just a little bit of a second before the juror thing starts. We don't know anything about the case, so we don't know whether or not he killed his father or not. He might be guilty, he might be not. The thing is that the 12 men on screen knows more about this than we do. And that is so great. We're spoon-fed things throughout the movie's runtime about the case, about the evidence, why he might be guilty and why he might not be guilty. And every time we think we have the answers, something comes up and just slams us and say, hey, this happened. Especially when it comes to a thing that happened in this movie, which technically isn't legal and should probably come with some legal repercussions. But in this movie, I'm about to be quite okay with it. I love this movie so much because it is based only on acting. It's based on raw emotions, and the fact is that we don't know anything about these characters, and slowly we get to find out more, not only about the case but also about the men and the two people who is on the opposite seat of this battle. Juror number 2, played by J. Lee Cobbs, and these two men will go to war with each other, not when it comes to physical assault or anything like that, but with words. The movie is so fascinatingly made, and 96 minutes just washes away. I'm not even mad at this movie is made in black and white, which is usually a thing I am crowing a lot about. I just think that in color it would have looked even better, but this is nothing that harms the movie in any way. The movie is fast-paced, the movie engages you, and you really want to have someone like Henry Fonda on your side, to look after you, because he's just such a fantastic character. And this was basically what he did throughout most of his career, playing these friendly, humane persons with high moral values and high standards, but also being extremely nice and generally being a good person. And he did it so well that it never felt fake and it never felt out of place. If you've never seen 12 Angry Men, it is a almost perfect movie. There are things and stuff here and there that might not entirely work, but for 99% of it, it absolutely 100% works. They also have done a TV movie, a remake in '97, which is almost as good because it is almost made shot by shot, even though Sidney Lumet is a master director who is able to get even more out of less. And if you want to have an almost kind of modern equivalent to this one, Juror Number 2 by Clint Eastwood that came out 2024, I think it was, is a very, very underrated movie who I think deserves to be watched and to be appreciated for what it is. One of the best legal movies of all time. Not as good as the Mount Rushmore, but not too far behind. 12 Angry Men is an absolute classic that 100% holds up, for a few minor things here and there, but the movie is never boring. The movie just, steamrolls over you once the ball gets rolling, and once it gets rolling, it never stops. If you've never seen this movie, do see it. If you have seen it, see it again, because every time I watch this movie, I discover something new, some new little nuance, new little detail that just makes this movie an all-time classic, and it deserves every accolade it does, and it's one of these classical movies that absolutely 100% holds up more than half a century after its initial release. It is an absolute super classic, and it is an absolute masterpiece. 12 Angry Men gets 95 points. Masterful direction, fantastic writing, excellent acting, especially from the aforementioned Cobb and Henry, but we also have to mention Martin Balsam as Juror Number 1, who is also very good. But everybody is so good in this one that even, the less known of the actors really do impress me. And this is a movie that you can watch over and over and over again, despite you know what's going to happen. This movie absolutely kicks ass. Which is your favorite movie about the legal issues and stuff like that? Comment below, and I'll see you next time from, well, so-and-so reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.